coming on, man.
Of course, bro.
We'll
of
jump
course.
into it, man. Appreciate having you. Technically, this is our season finale, quote unquote,
Wow.
of the show. It's crazy. This is like our fifth episode. But yo, so for the people that are tuning in, who's Cole Micek?
All right. Well, like you said, I'm Cole Micek. I'm 24 years old. I'm an upbeat, positive person. I love bringing energy to different people that I come across.
This is your Christian Mingle profile right here.
I'm a former collegiate athlete now. I play basketball for the University of St. Francis. Just graduated with a degree in psychology, and I'm a skills trainer at Mamba Sports Academy. Now Sports Academy we rebranded back to Sports Academy, and I'm a model with Wilhelmina Models. So
I actually wanted to ask you that more so on the show. It's been itching.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to ask, like, are you allowed to kind of divulge into that? Like, what happened with the name change?
So I probably shouldn't. I don't know much because I've been out here in Chicago, and so I'm not really in the mix right now because I was focused on finishing school, graduating, my season, obviously. So I can't really talk too much about the brand back going to Sports Academy.
Like partner with
it was
Kobe,
big time, bro.
Rest his soul. Man, how was that for you? Like, I know for me, like that week was just insane. Like, I can't imagine someone that was working with essentially himself and all the athletes that went through that system, that program. Like, how was that for when the tragedy happened?
It was rough, bro. It was super rough. I was out here, of course. I was in the middle of season, middle of school. I just remember getting a phone call from my buddy Tyler, and he's saying, "Dude, go check the news. Like, they're saying Kobe just died in a helicopter crash." I was like, "Get out of here! Like, there's no way that just happened." I was like everybody, we were all in just sheer shock. Like, didn't even believe it. Didn't want to believe it. I was sick to my stomach for 2 weeks. Like, that's our superhero. That's our idol growing up, and me being blessed with the opportunity to be able to work alongside him, and I actually have conversations with him and coach alongside him and coach his girls. I coached Gigi's team a little bit last summer. Man, it just really, it was really heavy, and I will always be heavy, and he's always going to be on my mind. And 2020 is not going great, and it hasn't been it has not been the same since that man left Earth.
It's a wild year. There it is. There it is. Repping the gear.
Mamba forever, man. He's the GOAT, dude.
Yeah. But hey, so talking about Kobe, I know you got some stories to share.
For sure.
It's only right. I mean, like, given your background with the academy, and like you said, you got to coach his daughter's team and have conversations with them. Like, can you take me to like that first meeting of our hero, of basketball's hero?
Yeah, dude, man, thanks. I love telling this story. When I first met Kobe, it was the summer of 2018. I just finished my JUCO season. I was getting ready I just signed with St. Francis, right? And so the gym is closed. He's having a training camp with Gigi and her team. And I was in the gym with my buddy JD. We were doing a shooting workout on the shooting machine. And I could see him watching me work out. He was about 50 yards away. He's at the coffee bar, and I'm working out. He's watching me. I'm like, JD, man, like, we gotta train hard. Like, I gotta hit every shot here. Like, dude, you gotta train me here. And so we just started doing these 3-point shooting drills, right? And I'm knocking down 3 after 3 after 3. I don't know. It was weird. I felt really good, right?
Yeah.
And so I finished my workout. I'm so nervous. My heart is pounding like 100 beats a second. Like, I go and shake his hand. His hand is like 2 of my hands. I introduce myself, and he's like, "It's nice to meet you. I was watching you work out. You got a really nice stroke." And that, like, right there, that was amazing to hear that from him. And he just kind of asked me where I played. I told him just signed a scholarship, going to go play at St. Francis, NAI school in Illinois. He said, "Man, that's amazing. Congratulations. Go get buckets." And I remember this so vividly. I said, "I'll try my best." And then he's like, "Nah, fuck that." Like, sorry for these young kids. Like,
no, it's all right. I'm not used to it with you, but yeah.
Exactly what he said. Like, fuck that. Like, I want you to go out there and do it. And dude, that's the first day I met him, and he's already had that immediate impact on me and giving me advice and talking to me and saying, "Dude, just go out there and do it. Have that Mamba mentality." And that's who Kobe is, bro. Like, it was crazy, and that's something that stuck with me and will stick with me for the rest of my life. I write Mamba Forever, Go Get Buckets on my shoes. Like, that's always going to be with me. And so that was a really special moment, the first time meeting Kobe, for sure.
That was crazy. So he was just like that. Like it's not for the TV. It's not
No,
for
bro, that's him.
shows.
That's
That's just him.
that is Kobe, bro. That he walks in the gym, everybody turns. He's got this special aura. He's super intense, super focused.
Yeah.
And that's who he was, bro. And he was always smiling. He always wanted to help people, and he wanted people to be the best version of themselves, bro. That's just who he was.
That's amazing, man. And man, like the one thing that always struck me anytime I go through like his old interviews and his most recent interviews, like anything that he came out with, like I honestly, for me, like I probably followed Kobe the businessman like after his retirement more than Kobe the basketball player when he was playing, mainly because of I wanted to see how he transitioned that basketball player side into the business world, being a business owner myself now. And it's just crazy how like he still finds time to do every little thing he's able to, like especially with his girls. Like
yeah.
And for me, so how I found out he passed away, Holly came upstairs. She was in the kitchen. She turned the corner while me and Raina were just in the living room, and she goes, "Hey, like, did you hear? Like, Kobe died." And I was like, "Stop! Like, that's a hoax. Like, that's no way."
Yeah,
and then she was like, "No, it says it right here." I'm like, "How?" She said helicopter, and I was like, "Man, like all the interviews from before, he started the helicopter trend. Like, he is the person that started the helicopter thing, right?"
The LA traffic, bro. It's
exactly.
Serious.
And so like, and my heart just sunk because from the interviews, I know he did the whole helicopter thing because it was so he could get back in time to spend time with his daughter.
Spend time with his family, to pick them up from school. Like he did everything. He was a superhero.
Exactly.
He was Superman, bro. Like ridiculous.
Exactly. So like I was like, man, out of all the things, like it makes sense, but it doesn't, because like he's been doing it for so long, and this couldn't have been the only time where he risked it, or the pilot risked it.
They were going to Mamba Academy for a basketball tournament. Like my little cousins were there waiting for him, and my buddies were there waiting to take care of him when he walked in the door. Like and he rest in paradise.
Yeah, for sure. Rest his soul.
And Gigi and all the others. It's tough, but yeah, we gotta move forward. We gotta continue his legacy, bro.
Exactly. And that's my thing too. Is just like, yo, he left us so much. Like he left almost an absolute blueprint, and it's really there for us to take or not and adapt to. For me as a father now, and as the business
100%.
owner. Aside for maybe Holly and Create Adrian and my friends in Toronto that do like the music videos for the weekend, and Big Sean and all of them. You're probably up there with one of my most famous friends, right? So, I just wanted to ask you, who are some of the most incredible people you've met throughout your journey? I know we've talked about Kobe. That's the picture of Jamie Foxx. You flex Jamie Foxx a lot, but on that note, on that scale, for the viewers here, that you had a really humble introduction. Give me some insight, give me some info, and the viewers here some info on who Cole Micek has been able to touch and meet throughout his basketball journey, his basketball career.
Wow, okay, that's a really good question, and I've been very blessed and fortunate to be able to meet and cross paths with all these incredible people on my journey. First, I'm gonna throw you a bone, bro. I met you in the Philippines, like Gerard Galarza, man. He's an incredible person that I met on my journey, and you helped me a lot. You were a big brother figure to me, and just helped look after me out there, and I'll forever be thankful for that. But there's plenty of people. I don't want to miss anybody's name, but for sure, Jamie Foxx is a big one. I started training him probably 2017. We train basketball because he likes staying in shape that way and doing his cardio.
So what's that relationship like? Like, is it just like player trainer, or
no? That's how it started. So it started out, we just hooped together, like we were just playing pickup games together, and then I became his basketball trainer. So he would work out with my buddy Nate in the weight room, who's still with Sports Academy, and so that would be a strength coach, and then he'd come on the court with me, and we would do one-on-one individual basketball training. And so I'm giving him all the stuff that I give to my kids, my high school athletes, my pros. Like, we're doing basketball drills. He was a three sport athlete in high school.
Yeah.
And so he works hard, bro. He's 52 years old. He works hard.
Dude, he is still like for me, I put him like Will Smith is my ultimate. Like if I met Will Smith, that's probably the only guy that I'll ever fanboy over. But he's right under that with in terms of the most talented people. Like he had his own show, produces music, creates music, acts on like
won damn near every award possible.
Crazy.
Like one of the most talented men in showbiz, and I'm just he's kind of been a big brother figure to me as well. Like I've been at his house numerous times. I would go hang out with the kids, go play basketball with them, hang out, go to their functions, and he's kind of taken me under his wing and he's given me advice, career advice, and he's been pretty a good dude to me, and he's a really good, genuine guy, and someone cool to hang out with. And I mean, I don't know. He's just a really good, genuine dude. That's all I can really say about him.
Yeah, that's amazing. So, and then of course there was that incident. I never really dug into it because I knew I'd ask you this in person, more or less. This is probably the best we're gonna get in person for a while. The Drake incident.
Oh my God.
I gotta know what happened. Dude. What happened in your words? How did Drake get a hold of your phone?
Wow. So the sixth god touched my phone, bro. He held my phone. He faced it. So we were at Bronny's game. It's a CIF state game, Sierra Canyon versus Harvard Westlake. And gym is packed. It's at Pepperdine University, and everybody is in there. Like, and then so Drake comes in with LeBron, and they're gonna go sit courtside, and I'm sitting like 20 feet away from them. I see them walk in, and so I go like, dude, I want to go say hi to them or do something, but there's so much security. So I call Fox. I call Jamie on the phone on FaceTime, and I'm like, yo, like, here's your, like, can't you see your boys? Like, these are your boys, because he's close with LeBron, he's close with Drake.
Yeah.
He told me he founded Drake, actually, and helped him a lot in his career, which was pretty cool to hear. And so he's like, yeah, man, go give him the phone. So then I go up and I give, like, there's security there, so I can't just go, hey, tap Drake on the shoulder. Hey, here's Jamie Foxx.
So, like, your arm broke.
Yeah, so I got to give it to the security guard, and then he taps Drake on the shoulder, and then they take my phone, and they're talking to Jamie on my phone on FaceTime, and then he shows us to LeBron. LeBron's going like that, and dude, it was cool. It was cool for them to be able to talk on my phone, and I asked Fox about it after, and he was like, yeah, man, like, dude, I founded Drake. Like, I helped him out a lot in the start of his career. So.
And so I know we can go through a big list of the people that you get to work with. I know there's one though. There's one that you work a little bit closer with. I know you rebound with them.
Julius Randle.
Randle,
former Laker and current New York Knick. Yeah, man, he's a really good dude. Super hard worker. I worked with him a lot last summer. He mainly trains with J-Law B-Ball and Tyler Ralph. Those are his main trainers. But then mostly every night during the summers, he would shoot with me and do his ball handling workouts with me at Mamba. And then sometimes we'd go to my high school at Oak Park. And dude's just a workhorse, man. He really works at it, and he's a really good dude. So it was cool to be able to get kind of close to him and be able to be there for him when he needed to work out.
So when it comes to that, where, you know, obviously you have that label of you are the trainer at Sports Academy,
mm-hmm.
and you have these pro athletes coming in. When you say, like, you know, it's off hours, right? You know, only half of the gym lights are on. It's just you and him, late night, shoot around type of thing.
Yeah.
Does he rebound for you?
Does he rebound for me?
Yeah.
No.
Do you get your shots up?
I get my shots up during his water break. Or after. When he does his sprints, that's when I would shoot. That's when I would work on my game.
Okay.
Yeah, he was a cool guy to be around, cool guy to train. Really good dude. He'd bring his wife and kids sometimes, and yeah, we'd really get after it. We got after it a lot this last summer.
That's awesome. Man, everything that we've said has been like the cotton candy, rainbows and unicorns and butterflies version of what you've been able to achieve and attain in your life and the people you've been able to meet. But we haven't really dug into, like, the struggles that you've actually had to face.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's so easy to show all this off, especially off, like, social media. And it's the stuff that we want to talk about,
mm-hmm.
right? The struggles and stuff. It's not necessarily the things that we want to show off all the time, right? So can you take me through how you have become who you are, essentially? What are some of those struggles that built you to this level of, you know, quote unquote success?
Yeah. And I think, everybody goes through their own struggles. Every athlete has their own struggles, for sure. And I've built myself up through like going through those times of adversity, being close with having a really good group of people around me, having a good environment, having a strong support system with my family, my friends, and my faith. And those kind of people built me up to who I am today, for sure. And the struggles, we need to talk about them 100%. I've had numerous injuries. Coming back from the Philippines and having to start out fresh and find a school to go to, like that's a
Yeah.
struggle in itself. And then
I
I
remember
broke
like
my
we just didn't even talk that much because you were so focused on trying to get your life in
yeah
order, and at the same time I was too. But holy,
yeah. So coming back from the Philippines, I had to start over, find a university or find a school to go to, and continue my basketball career. Then I break my foot in 2017 in a men's
yeah,
league championship game. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude! Like, so I go through that whole process of surgery and rehab, recovery, physical therapy, and then yeah, so struggles for sure, injuries. I've broken my foot, broke my fifth metatarsal. I had bone spurs. I played a season with bone spurs and torn ligaments.
damn,
Um, I I got surgery after my junior season, and then I sprained my ankle pretty bad going into my senior year, and then I just found out that I played this season with a torn meniscus. So I've been
really,
through,
I didn't even know about that one.
dude. I just found that out last week. But so injuries, man, injuries are a huge part of the game, and something that athletes struggle with, and I think it's definitely something that we need to talk about because obviously we see on Instagram everybody's posts their success, but there's a lot that goes into that. You
Yeah.
know that 100%.
You're quick to flex
We
the
both
grades, and I love that you
we
ran. What are
both
your
got
three?
pretty good grades in college.
Yeah. So how is that for you as a student athlete? Like, have you ever found school hard, minus like the language barrier in the Philippines?
Philippines, it was harder for me.
Harder?
Yeah, it was a little harder because they graded tougher. But out here in American colleges and universities, it was easier. I found my niche and just balancing everything, being able to. I think having a schedule, being a student athlete, kind of helps us in a sense where we have our schedule. We know when practice, weights, yoga, film sessions. We know when everything is,
Right.
so we can allot our study time to these times
Yeah.
and so I think I didn't struggle too much academically coming back here and being in college, but I just tried to balance my time and made sure that I got every assignment in on time, made sure I had time to study and do things in advance and just and try your best to not procrastinate.
For sure. All right, man. I think you hit it right on the head, and it's the same. It's pretty much the same guideline to become a successful student as a student athlete. It's just making time for the things that you need to make time for, and not put it off, right? So on top of like the school and the basketball, probably the biggest thing for you is, aside from your family, is your faith. And I think that's another thing that people that are very religious or faithful or spiritual, they don't talk about a lot either on social media or wherever because of that. There's always going to be that backlash for whatever.
There's the stigma and the backlash. 100%.
There's something always with the sometimes it's worse, right? So it's admiring that you're, especially during this time where not everyone is willing to display that faith in God. Like, how big of a role has faith played in your upbringing?
Yeah, wow. Dude, faith has played an enormous role in my upbringing, my journey. It's something that I've leaned on in times of adversity. My favorite verse, Colossians 3:23. It reads, "Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart as working for the Lord." And I kind of just bring that to my mind every day and try. Like, I pray before every game, and so I just pray about being healthy and playing hard and playing in order to glorify God's name. And it's definitely something that is huge for me. I know I don't want to throw the Bible down anybody's throats. Like, I'm not big on that 100%. I'm more spiritual than I am religious.
Yep.
And then I think there's this misconception where people, Christians or people of faith can't be a killer, can't be a dog on the court. Like, I have to be nice all the time. But like, when I step on the court, like, I'm a dog. I'm going to kill. Like, but off the court, of course, I'm going to be a good, genuine person and try my best to help others. And so, yeah, dude, faith plays a huge role in my journey for sure.
Good. I like that, man. Especially, man, in the Philippines. Before practice, middle of practice, after practice.
They're praying. Yeah.
Wake up, meals. Yo. It was big. It was big, and so like I know that you were also very big on just doing the extra stuff too. Like you always made time to go to church and mass. And if there's anything you could take back or do differently, is there anything you would, or are you happy with how things have turned out so far?
Dude, I'm pretty happy and pretty stoked with how things have turned out so far. I'm a big believer in everything happens for a reason, and so mom is FaceTiming me right now. I had to decline it. I
Oh,
probably wouldn't go back and change
sorry,
anything,
Mom.
bro. Um, Mom, I'll call you later. Yeah, so I probably wouldn't go back and change anything. Maybe I would go back to kind of just feel things twice, to kind of be in the moment more, like especially times with my teammates, bro. Like you never get those back, and those are special memories and special times that you want to kind of just be in the moment and feel them. Like the feeling of winning a championship with your teammates, bro. There's nothing like it. So, but I wouldn't want to change anything for sure, 100%.
The process, like with social media being what it is, we were talking about how your life and everything seems so good and happy. And I'm sure, even, the Jamie Foxxes and the Drakes, all of them have a very positive image.
Mm-hmm.
Even just as business people, like it's not good to have that negativity online. Now, having access to these people and even you yourself, what is something about the process that these celebrities or these athletes that you're around don't necessarily share?
Yeah, well, for sure. With professional athletes, they're not sharing every time they're in the gym, like those countless hours that they gotta put the work in. Like they're not sharing all the time their 5 a.m.
That's a
workouts.
lot of hours.
Yeah, they're not sharing their 5 a.m. workouts. They're not sharing the times where they're doing 3 workouts a day and then they got to go do recovery and repair their bodies and then got to hang out with their family, their children. So like with Julius, he would be working out 5 a.m., 6 a.m. weight workout. Then he'd do an on-court workout. And then we'd go hang out with his kid, nap with his kid, and then come and shoot with me at night. And so for sure, bro, like people are obviously, we succumb to putting out content of the times that we're successful, but not everybody sees just the process and the process of the sheer work and the hard work, the effort, everything you have to put into it to become successful.
From our own personal experiences, we both come to learn that there's a light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
It took a lot of tunnels for me to learn that, and I'm sure even for you to learn that with all your injuries. And
yeah,
man, I know how hard it was for me to transition back from the Philippines to here, but like at least I had my degree. I can't imagine people that feel like they didn't get anything out of what they were trying to accomplish and come back. So what kind of advice would you give to those young viewers, those student athletes that are out there feeling like they're currently in that tunnel and they can't really see the end of it at the moment?
Yeah, for sure, especially in these times of uncertainty. It's tough. It's tough during this global pandemic, but I think now is a time where young student athletes can really just reset, refocus. Now is the time to work on your craft. You can adapt. You can do workouts. You can do workouts with you online or on Zoom. Like this digital age, we can do all those things. And I think now's the time. I'm really into sports psychology, so I think the mental side of the game is so important, so crucial. And it's really important for young student athletes to watch film. So like if you're a point guard, I'm a point guard and I'm watching Stephen Curry, Dame Lillard, I'm watching their highlights and how they come off pick and rolls. And I'm really studying the game because now's the time where we can really work on that part of our game, especially during quarantine. And there's just so many things that you can do right now. I think setting goals is huge. Setting short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals, that's big time. And writing them out in big letters and posting them on your room. And so it haunts you, bro. You read them every day, like, oh, like shit, what am I doing today to reach that goal? What am I doing today to be a professional basketball player? Like you got to have that out there. And I think that's something that we can do right now, and we shouldn't limit ourselves, especially during right now. And just know that there is light at the end of the tunnel. It always gets better. And nothing is forever. I mean, this is temporary. We're going to get through this. We're going to be able to get back into gyms and stuff like that. So
we just don't know when.
We just don't know when.
Got to hang in there.
Yeah. And read books. Kids got to read books and work on their academics as well. You can't just be a dumb jock. Because me and you we're pretty good student athletes, so they should learn from us. Mr. Magna cum laude.
You had honors too, right?
Yeah. We don't do. I don't know if our school recognizes magna cum laude, but like I feel like I graduated 3.92. I got the Dean's Scholar Award.
Dang.
And I'm in the Psych High
Okay.
Honor Society, the International Society of Psychology students, the high level psych students. So
You like saying that all out.
I love saying that, bro. Come on, you got to be proud because, dude, student athletes, you got to be proud, just as proud of your academic achievements as you are of your sport achievement. You know.
Of course, man. It's like I'm not saying you put in the same hours. I know I never put in the same hours into school. I put in more hours in basketball, but
yeah,
I did everything I had to get that goal to achieve that honors goal. So.
I remember,
you're right, though.
You were working hard.
Yeah, we got to brag about that more. I love the grad cap, too. The grad cap is sick.
Thanks, bro. Do I have it right here?
Have it right there?
Oh, shoot. My girl, Nikki, made it, bro. How cool is that?
That's awesome. I love that it's you, but, like, it's not
me.
You with the face. I love it.
Yeah, and it's like a cartoon version of me. You got the grad cap.
Yeah.
Bachelor's. I don't know if it's backwards, but, yeah. Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. It's got Kobe's quote, go get buckets.
What is, the end goal with your degree, if you have one?
Yes.
Obviously, for you want to play as long as you can, right?
100%.
Just like every other basketball player. But
yeah. So my plan with my degree is to, I got a degree, bachelor's in psychology, but so with psych, you got to get multiple degrees. You got to go get a master's. So I'm working on researching different grad programs to get a master's degree in sports psychology. Because that's kind of what I want to focus on.
You go to Cali?
Well, I could just do it online. Like I could be doing my online master's in sports psych while I'm playing if things open up. Yeah. So
nice.
So that's the plan as of right now. I'm really interested in sports psych. I love helping athletes and being a part of that and being a part of sports and being able to really tune in on that mental side of the game. It's really important.
That's awesome. And I love that you're still at that age and that like your body's still able to keep up with you. So you literally live by example. And one of our other guests, he was asked, what can I do so my kids want to be more active or want to fall in love with sports? And he said that same thing, man. It's just leading by example. And for you, you work with a facility that's literally just flooding with youth athletes. Like, can you imagine being that person that like hardly graduated or didn't graduate talking about academics, right?
Yeah.
So it's great that you have all this stuff to back everything up with.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, you're hilarious. Yeah, dude, I think that part of the game is so important. I think it's a little overlooked.
Really,
people
man?
They're starting to really see that.
I remember the pros in the Philippines. Like I would ask them, and whenever I'd have mental woes, and they would say, "Yo, Jay, like if you are not confident heading into the games, like basketball is 80% mental and confidence. If you don't have that, forget about the rest of it showing up. Like
100%.
You can be the most talented, but if you don't have the confidence to show it."
Yep. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. All right, so speed round. Small town versus big city. In your opinion, which is easier to get recruited from?
Big city.
Number one thing to do if you're struggling with recruitment?
Talk with people that have been through it. You got to go to different coaches. Your network is your net worth. So talk to people that have been through the recruiting process.
Ooh, say that one more time.
Your network is your net worth. You talk to people that have been through it, and people are happy to help. Like I'm happy to help young athletes go through the recruiting process because I know how tough it can be.
Student versus athlete, what do you find harder? The work in the classroom or the work on the court?
On the court, bro. 100% on the court, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the single hardest thing about balancing being a student athlete?
Time. You got to manage your time. Yeah. Like time is of the essence.
Hey,
you gotta manage
I agree with that one. All right, so if you could give us 3 common traits in the elite athletes you've played and trained with, what are they?
Dedication, persistence, and patience. Elite athletes need to be patient.
It's a process.
It's a process, bro. You no one is where they want to be. You're always striving to get somewhere higher, and so you got to be patient. Yeah.
Let me know what Cole Micek is doing or what's next for Cole Micek.
What's next for me, man? I'm really just trying to stay healthy, trying to work out, grind, and get myself ready for for the next step in my basketball career, which is professional. Obviously, right now it's really tough for overseas players to like so much is unknown. So right now, I just need to really stay in shape, stay ready for when I get that call from an agent from a team that wants to sign me. So I'm just working on talking to everybody that I know and working on my communication with the people that I know that are overseas or have played before. So obviously, first step is to play overseas, and then I'll be working on my modeling, my acting in the meantime. Right now,
so actually, like I just got some more questions now, man, with everything you just said. With the how like do you feel like it's important to have an agent? Do you have an agent for basketball?
For basketball, no, I don't have an agent yet. So we're working on it. I think it's important especially for me coming from a small college. It's a little tougher for us small college guys to get signed, and so you need an agent to be actively looking for jobs and for teams and the right fit for you, for sure.
All right, man. I'm excited.
Tell Raiden and Holly I say hello, man. Send my love to the fam.
I'm not telling Holly nothing.
Why, bro?
Hey, for all the viewers out there, I'm gonna post this part too. Cole is the only man I let my fiance, before she was my fiance, actually the same night we met, call gorgeous, and he will tell me that all the time. And he will always carry that. He'll remember that forever.
Of course. That's a big milestone in my life, bro.
Yo, oh my, we were little kids. We were so young.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. Nostalgic.
Just even, I remember that night.
You really met your fiance in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Do you think about that?
She was from Canada.
She's from Canada, and you're from Canada.
Like across the world. Not even halfway. That's literally across the world.
Destiny.
And you were there.
And I was there.
And we took the same cab ride home.
I believe so.
We did.
Wow.
Yeah, and you guys went to the Wongs.
Yeah.
Dang, man. Yo, we go back, like
way back.
That's crazy.
I remember going to your games. I wore your black jersey, your Lars.
Yo, I've been looking for that photo. Do you have that photo?
We gotta find that. And then Rainen was little bitty, and he would run up to me. I'd throw him up in the air. And now he probably doesn't even remember me.